I'd like to welcome everybody to Southbridge Business Partnership. You know, October 25th, it's like the year has flown by. I can't believe it. But for those of you that haven't been here, you know, welcome to the Holiday Visions Workshop. This is where, you know, Christmas for Southbridge starts and finishes and is stored. So it's a great, you know, place that a lot of us spend a lot of time in, and there are countless hours spent here working on the decorations. And after the meeting, you can talk with Jillian or Denise, and they can tour you around and kind of look at things. And then there will be some things to do if you're willing to stay and help out afterwards. First of all, I'd like to introduce two new board members to the Southbridge Business Partnership. First is Kayla Richard. Kayla's over here. Kayla operates and runs Kay's Cleaners locally, and she's joined the board just this past month. And welcome, Kay.
Thank you.
And then next is Ellis Cropper. Ellis is with New York Life Insurance. And just so you know, Ellis was the DJ at the Autumn Fest, did a phenomenal job for us. And if you missed him at Autumn Fest, Holiday Visions, November 25th in the Common. Ellis is going to help us out again over there with that event as well. So thank you very much. Tonight we have Jason Linders from the Southbridge Middle and High School. He's the athletic director, and Jason is going to be bringing all of us up to speed on the programs at the school. And I'd like to welcome Jason.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. So I was talking to a few people earlier. I've been here since March 2022, so really just about a year and a half. So really started my second full year. Really, the more I learn about our athletic program, our district, etc., trying to you know, reinvigorate our culture, bring our old culture back, and continuously try to make the student athlete experience especially better. So for those of you who don't know, we have 25 sports, 16 varsity sports. Right now, obviously, we're in our fall sports, so football, soccer, volleyball, cross country. And then we'll head in our winter sports right after Thanksgiving, November 27th. But right now, I mean, I think everybody heard, but our really who is Southbridge football, Frank Kumanellis, his wife, you know, passed over the summer, so didn't plan it this way, but he stepped down. In July, we had to hire a new football coach. So our new football varsity football coach is Nick Clark. He was our defensive coordinator last year. He's from the Mike Ross coaching tree, West Wilson. He's had a lot of success. So he's our new football coach, and we have a new offensive coordinator, new offense, Dave Buchanan. He works in our building as well. So we've really struggled this year, but you know, I hate to use that term rebuilding year, but it is. You know, after winning 6 games, I was really optimistic, but we, you know, again, struggled, new offense, new system, and a lot of young players. So, but we'll get back on track. Our volleyball team is number 15 in the state right now, so we're doing well. We try to get a lot of that out on social media. I've got a couple notes, I don't miss stuff, but try to get that on social media. And right now in the Central Mass Tournament, we play South Lancaster tomorrow night at South Lancaster, and being ranked 15th, we should be in the MIA playoffs, so we'll wait for that seeding information this weekend. Other than that, cross country just finished 7th in the Swickle Championship, and cheer is competing at Grafton next Saturday in the Swickle Championship. Last year they came in 4th in state. The year before that they won state. So, you know, cheer is one of those programs that continues to do well underground in East Cologne. So. And then last but not least, I was talking to Ellis. We hired one of his friends' son, Jalen Dotton, who's an officer in town. He's our new varsity basketball coach. And so he'll be leading our team. And we have huge expectations for our basketball program this year. We have a lot of seniors, a lot of returners, And so it's kind of like Clark tournament or bust, right? We haven't been in the Clark in a long time, and I'm going to boldly say that. I have high expectations for this program.
Next on the list to speak actually is Denise Clements, who's in charge of Holiday Visions, and I'm going to leave all the details up to her.
Thanks for coming to our warehouse.
Thank you for the food.
You are very welcome. It is a warehouse. This is the clean part, and I'll show you the dirty part later. Hopefully some of you take a look around. This is where my daughter Jillian and myself spend a lot of time, the last couple of months especially. We are always looking for more help. Feel free to reach out if it's something you might be interested in helping with. We've got a few new people this year that have been wonderful. And it's something that we really need to broaden a committee base. We used to have an actual committee group. There was probably 10 of us even. But time has moved on. Some people aged out, some people moved away. And so we just haven't had that same vigor that we did in the beginning back in 2009, 2010, when we this was just I don't know, this was Rudy DiGregorio, not necessarily us. But when Rudy passed away 6 years, I think, or so ago, maybe a little more than that, I have to look back. Then it was left to, I guess, us, because there wasn't anybody else. So again, we have a few people that'll come back during distribution time when the items have to go out. But honestly, we could really use extra hands, people that enjoy, if you're listening out there, people that enjoy even just helping with, we have our Facebook page, which helps with our followers, which is wonderful. That's how we advertise. That's how we let you know what hours we're going to be here to work, in the schedule. If you've got a little bit of time to help us, that's where you can usually find an update. I try to send emails to those I have, but really that is the place, because things can change, right? We all have lives. I might say that we're going to work 4 to 8 and something may happen, so you want to always check before you show up as to when we might be here, just in case Jill has to put some sort of, hey, emergency and that changed, or we're only going to stay till 7 because nobody came. So we're not staying till 8. But anyway, we have our big event coming up on November 25th. That is the what's become a tradition here in town, the annual holiday parade and tree lighting. So we are pushing right now for anybody interested in being part of the parade. There's information on Facebook. I have information with me. Feel free to take home a sheet. I've got big ones and little ones, and it has what you need to know. Pass it along. You might not be interested, but maybe you know people who might be. All you have to do is put lights on some type of vehicle. We don't allow walkers in the parade, because a few years ago when the parade became longer, it was more difficult for the walkers to keep up and to be able to close down all the intersections for a slow parade. Even though walkers are fairly quick, it still slows it down. And without auxiliary police now that we're not allowed to have, we don't have we don't have enough free help to really manage closing streets down like that. So it gets more difficult. We're very grateful for what we do get, and we've had a few volunteers help us. Especially last year was the first time we had to reach out, or we were going to have to cancel the parade if we didn't have helpers. So now we have a longer parade. It starts at the conference center, goes all the way around, ends up down Main Street into the town common, where we have our big event with the tree lighting. And the common is decorated, as most of you know, and Santa sits for a couple of hours. And there's no cost to come and visit Santa. Take your own pictures. We'll take them for you with your cameras or with your phones. The generous donations of cocoa and cookies from the conference center allows everybody to have a little something along with hot coffee from coffee roasters. It's been really just a really kind of I don't know, it's a holiday love affair, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know why we're doing it. But we could use help. We could use help with people just wanting to help even on that event. Just helping to line up the parade takes an hour. We could just need some bodies. So reach out, let me know if this is something you'd like to participate in. And if not, just show up and be part of the crowd. Because it is pretty magical down there when you see 1,000 people, just the kids taking pictures and enjoying themselves and the games and all the fun stuff. So it's a pretty cool thing, and that's, I guess, why we keep doing it. But we do need to prep that next generation, so help us if you can. I have with me here some sheets that if you are interested in helping in any way, shape, or form, you can fill out a sheet with your information, contact information, email, phone if you choose. I have saved the dates for distribution if you are available on the 4th and 5th, or on the
November 4th.
November 4th and 5th, or November 13th. I think we've got listed here, which is to be announced, is the 13th, yes. That's, if we don't get it finished, then we have to continue the next weekend. So I have those sheets to remind you about that, so feel free to take what you want. We are having a working session. You can watch people do things. You can participate if you choose. We are I guess we're like an ad hoc committee for the town. We are nonprofit through the town. We take donations through the town. People send donations to help pay for wood and paint and things to the town. And then we send in receipts or however it is, and they pay the bills for them. So that's how it's paid for, by the way. The town, this is all the towns. Everything here belongs to them. If we don't do it, they own this stuff. So, you know, that's how it works. And I think I'm not sure what else. Distribution day, we feed you lunch, we give you water, sodas, we have a good time. You know, so if you've
Pray
got
for weather.
Pray for good weather, that really helps us. And that's about it. But any ideas, any interest you have, we're open to suggestions. This is a community event. This vision wouldn't happen if we didn't get other people, whether it's an hour, a day, a week. If we don't get other people, the vision can't happen. So we're always open to everybody's vision. But, you know, it's a Southbridge vision, Southbridge holiday vision.
So thank you for everything you do, Janice.
Oh, and okay.
Yes.
Well, anyway, thank Jillian because
And thank you, Jillian.
without
Thank you,
Jillian,
Ms.
I would
Holmes.
probably still be doing it. So anyway, thanks all of you for being here tonight. Please enjoy the food, enjoy your company. The business partnership is a really important entity in this community.
Did want to recognize Jason Snow from Pride Remodeling, somebody that's new to the business partnership, has been interested in us. Again, they're based in town, they're on Everett Street, so if anybody's looking for any work around home, Jason's the guy you got to talk to there. So, and Todd is oh shoot. You didn't tell me, yeah. Todd is a real, what's that?
They're rubric, right?
Rubric? And Todd is real estate and again, working in Southbridge, helping businesses out with available.
How's it going? I work at Rubric as well.
Okay, it's all right.
Michael, this is-
More people showing up. You're wonderful.
Jason Linders, he got the football team and a whole lot of other sports people, all kinds of other athletes to come and help us last year for the takedown in January, and it was amazing. I meant to say that, I wanted to, when you said, what else can we say about the sports teams? Jason's instilling community involvement, community spirit, community service to our youth here in Southbridge. And so thank you, Jason, for that. And I look forward to working with those young people again. They were absolutely wonderful last year. It was the best retrieval, takedown, whatever we call it, ever. So we hope.
We had to slow him down.
Yeah.
We had to slow him down. Take your time. 2 people on a skid, not 1 person. Okay.
Right, we have to teach him to
So-
work hard, smarter, not harder. But anyway, so thank you again to the Southbridge youth for doing that for us. So, yeah.
So at this point, normally we have open mics, so I mean, if anybody has anything going on that they'd like to announce or they'd like to talk about, I've got the microphone here.
So we're from Rubric, and I'm just here to announce that we have some new listings available, downtown properties for rent. We have storefront, 2 storefronts, 600 square feet. They can be combined, possibly into 1 suite. We also have an office at 368 Main Street, about 4,000 square feet available. So if anyone's looking for a new place to start a business or to move an existing business, we have space available, and we are excited to find our new business that wants to join the downtown area and bring more prosperity to the area. Thank you.
All right, first I want to give a shout out to Denise and Jillian. I was here last week to talk about the 25th and I mean just the operation. So I would just say, really, when we don't know the why, we don't really understand, you know, the need. And it's a huge operation, so for anybody who have any time to help out, and like she said, an hour would make a difference. And if she's anything like me, I have a hard time asking for help. but I always give help. And the next thing is, I'm a leader of impact with the American Heart Association. So tomorrow I'm holding a first fundraiser event in Auburn at Young Ching's Restaurant. But I also will be streaming it live. I didn't bring any flyers in with me. But just look up Ellis Crop on the Facebook page. I'll be streaming it live there. And it's, the way I look at it, even if you just donated $10 and then shared it with someone else, and someone else donated $10, before you know it, you're gonna share it with 100,000 people, and we'll reach that goal of $10,000. But, you know, think of it this way, right? So people ask, why did I join this fundraiser? One is, as a financial service professional, money impacts every area of our lives. So that was easy for me to take a part in. It impacts our health. It impacts our productivity at work. It impacts our lifestyle, and we go on and on. But the second thing is, you know, I have an abnormal heartbeat. It hasn't been fatal, but I want you to think about, well, I experienced this once. So in July 2017, went out for a bike ride, started getting pain in my shoulders. And I'm like, oh, it's just because I hadn't rode in a while. But if it doesn't go away, I'm going to stop and call 911. For another mile or two up the road, it got worse. So I just happened to be right in front of Oxford Police Station, went there. You know, everything was normal when they ran the test. But went to the hospital, and being an educated nuclear medicine technician myself, you know, did a nuclear medicine stress test, but I have my bicycle shoes, so I could not run on the treadmill for the exercise part of it. So I had to do an isotope, which makes your heart seem like it's exercising. Unfortunately, that caused a false positive. Now the next day, I'm actually going to cardiac catheterization. And it's the real thing, even though they don't know if there's a blockage, but once they go in, the rule is, if we find a blockage, we're gonna put in a stent. And so again, another scary thing. And so the whole purpose behind this is thinking about the research, you know, behind cardiovascular research and stroke research. You know, it's better to prevent it, but I bring it up. My goal is only to try to raise 10,000, but the reason I bring it up, that test cost the government 50 grand. Imagine somebody who doesn't have health insurance. So imagine, again, more stress on top of stress. And so that's the other reason I do it. You know, so if you don't have time, if you don't feel like driving out to Auburn to Young Sings, just, I'll probably try to bring some flyers in before the meeting's over. You know, I don't care if you don't give it all. You know, it's a thing about education too. You know, so just, and the last thing I say, right, think about it. We'll give money, GoFundMe pages for when people die to bury them. And I'm asking people who have to give money so somebody can live.
Anybody else?
So I wanted to share about our Christmas by Candlelight event that starts at the end of November through December 31st. And if you weren't there last year, I'm going to repeat my costume event. I'm not always in costume, but I will be in my 1890s bomba dancer outfit, reading some Puerto Rican Christmas stories. And really important to share our cultures. We're also highlighting the Polish culture and having some samples of food. So we really try to bring a lot of different international customs from different traditions during that Christmas time. So.
Okay, yep.
So I'm Melody Beach. I'm a local business owner. I actually have a couple businesses here. I'm an HR professional, and I'm also an officiant. So I'm a justice of the peace and an ordained minister. But that's not why I want to talk to you. Who likes comedy shows? Just come on, right? Anyone heard of Dave Russo? He's been to Vegas. He's wicked funny. He's from Boston and everything. Anyway, I run a nonprofit for children. We actually put on birthday parties for homeless children. We work with some shelters in the Worcester area, and we're actually collaborating with the Center of Hope Foundation. And so the reason I bring up the comedy show is we're running a fundraiser December 9th. And I wasn't sure if we were going to meet again before the fundraiser, so I just want to bring it up to you guys. It's going to be at the Pine Ridge Country Club in Oxford, and we're going to have a couple comedians, we're going to have food, raffles, all kinds of things, and it's really to drive awareness, raise money, and build community awareness again about the nonprofit. So I'd love to have you guys come. Reach out to me, I have flyers in my car, and I have tickets. So thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Carla de la Cruz Davila. I am the co-founder of the Wellstorm Inc. And I just wanted to say that, like Jasmine was saying, we do a lot of collaborations. So with Kathleen's help, we're doing the Thanksgiving gift card drive from October 30th through November 18th. And you can stop by at the Tri-School YMCA to drop those off. And that's to help our community out. We're also having a fundraising gala, and that's actually going to be at the DCU in Worcester because I couldn't find a spot here. Sorry to say that. But hopefully next year we could find a spot here. But it'll be at the DCU. We'll have a silent auction. We'll have raffle. And this is all to get funding so that way we could expand. And my hope is to get something maybe in the downtown area and grow and help our community with homelessness, mental health, and food insecurity. And at the same time, the goal is to hopefully do like some sort of like a cafe or something so that way our homeless populations could get a job here in town, so that way it grows. And so I have a lot of stuff in mind, but definitely need the community's help. And we're also looking for donations for our raffles. So wine, whatever, just reach out to us and we can pick it up. You don't even have to drop it off. We can pick it up. We're also doing a coat drive, mittens, gloves, scarves. We're partnering with the Kiva Center. Shout out to Jasmine. So if you guys have any gently used items, please give us a call. And I'm more than happy to pick it up wherever you are, so to make it easier. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, well, there's plenty of food on the table, and Denise and Jillian will have some activities in the back, and if you want to take a look around, they can direct you. So, thank you very much. Have a great evening.